Hello, this is Blue Storm Wyvern, and I'm storming at you with another review, and today I'm bringing you the Granblue Fantasy Re Collector's Edition. This is the PS5 version, obviously, because from what I've heard is that the PS5 is the only one that has the Collector's Edition, so I got it, and of course I'm building up my PS5 collection like a lot of people are right now, so goes to show. So anyway, taking a look at the front of the box here, you got Bahamut, you got Lyria, you got Gran, Jita, and Vern gracing the front of the cover here. And of course you got the two company names, Cygames and Xseed, on the bottom there, and it's rated T for teen right there. And of course you got the PS5 logo emblazoned on a white top there. Take a look here. It shows what's inside the box. So you get the the Proto Bahamut statue, the keychain, the game, of course, the special art books, soundtrack, and 5 art cards, which I think is pretty cool. And take a look at the back here. See some gameplay footage. And you got Gran with the crew, and that looks like Jita. Of course, I'm going to play as Gran. So, that, of course, that's my preference. To each their own. And of course, you got all the usual logos here. Ultra HD Blu-ray, which is great because taking a look at the art style of the game here, you can pretty much see what the game's going to be like. And I've been watching it on YouTube. The Twit Gamer is one of my favorite YouTubers. So let's get this egg cracked open and take a look at the goodies up in person. And of course, before I forget, take a look at the box on the back here. You got Lyria and this guy right here. His name's Id. He's one of the antagonists. And he's got a big buster sword like Cloud. I guess he's trying to imitate him or something. But anyway, taking a look inside, I've already done most of the unwrapping. So there's the case that holds the game. It's Bahamut. Right there. And got a nice shimmering finish. I would have actually preferred a steelbook, but that's just me. So, but you know, nothing I can do about it. So anyway, let's take a look at what we got here. Yeah, I even unwrapped the art cards. Those will be one of the last things to look at, along with the art book. But here is the game. Yeah, this is the voucher. So here's the game. You got Gran and Id about ready to face off. And this is the soundtrack. Got the disordered piano keys there. But yeah, here is the voucher for the False Sword of the Apocalypse. And of course you get the starter item pack and the color packs of 1 through 3. So there's that. And here is the soundtrack. And here are the tracks. There's 12 of them. Okay. We'll take a look at the art cards next. So there's that same artwork that's on that sleeve there of Bahamut. Here is a panoramic view of one of the islands. Here is this one. Here's the box art on the front right there. And here is the back. So that's pretty cool. Of course, take a look at inside the game here. Of course, here is another one of the DLCs. Get all that stuff. There's the game. And of course, it has a reversible cover. If you prefer that, then that's your choice. I just stick to the default. And there's that same artwork right there on the disc. Okay, next up we have the keychain, which I'm just not going to really bother with. I'm just going to keep it as it is. So it'll just stay in there, but from what I've heard, it's got some weight to it. So that's pretty cool. Okay, get that out of here. Okay, I'm sitting in a chair, so I'm going to stand up so I can take the statue out. Scissors. Because it's in a blister pack. But just take a look at the box for the statue here. Proto Bahamut. And there it is right there. Get this out of the way. Close this up for the time being. Okay, so now the box has been cut open. So here it is in the blister pack. Yeah, I heard it was pretty lightweight, but I'm okay with that. I don't let stuff like that bother me. Oops. So here he is. Oops. This is Granblue Fantasy Re right there. And yeah, he's pretty light. Nothing on the bottom really, and he's got these plastic rods holding him up. But he is very detailed. I mean, having a small statue like this isn't always a bad... It's not a bad thing, you know. Sometimes it helps because it saves on space. So, alright, so the last thing we're going to look at is the art book here. And there's a little something from the general director. So if you can read that, you can pause to read it. Very well done artwork. Okay, so for those who don't know who these people are, so this is Gran. He's the male version of the character, of the main character, and this is Jita. She's the female version. And here we have Lyria, and then Vern. Vern's this little dragon. Then we have Catalina right here, Rackham, Io, Eugen, Rosetta, Roland, Lancelot, Vane, Percival, Siegfried. Siegfried's this guy. And Charlotta, right here. And Gandagoza, which is this big guy, big Minotaur guy. And Narmaya, a lot of people seem to like her. And Yodara, who's this guy. Ferry, Ferry. And Cagalistro, who's her. Zeta, or Zeta. Basaraga, this big guy right here. Historia, who's her. And Zathba, this guy. Galanza, this guy right here. And next to him is Magliel, this girl. Then we have Id, who's one of the these are the antagonists. So we got Id, Lilith, and here is the merchant that you see constantly, Seracarte. And of course, got a lot of concept art here. Here's the Grand Cipher. All its schematics. And some environments. That's probably the entire Skydom that you explore. There's all the weapons. So this is the sword that you start with. Then you can just pretty much upgrade it. Here's the sword that's the keychain. Got Traveler Sword, Durandal. There's the Traveler Sword, Durandal, 7-star sword, Partenza, who's this one, Sword of Eos for Gran, and Sword of Eos for Jita. So Gran, Jita. Here are Catalina's weapons, her rapiers. These are probably Rackham's rifles right here. And Eo's staves. These are probably Eugen's weapons. I've only seen the first of the 2 seasons of the anime. I wish they would have done more, because there's like 4 years worth of the manga from what I've heard. And I do have Granblue Fantasy Versus, so that tied me over until I was able to get this. Ren from Legend of Heroes would be having a ball with these. A lot of cool art in here. It's 116 pages worth of art, which is pretty cool. I actually wish this would have been more of a hardcover. That way it'd be easier to manage. I would actually like to see a game where both Gran and Jita are like in the same space, you know, like where they meet and go on and have an adventure together. And we can have both versions of the other characters with them as well. So like all of Gran's people and all of Jita's people would be like many sets of twins. So it would be like 2 Lyrias, 2 Catalinas, 2 Oigans, 2 Rakums, that sort of thing. Wouldn't that be something? Kind of almost looks like Terra from Birth by Sleep to me, but that's just me. And that's it. Okay, so for the collector's edition, we have, of course, the boxes for both everything and the statue. We got the statue itself. Have this keychain, the game, the art cards, the sleeve that they come in, the soundtrack, let's see everything Sorry, my camera is a little out of sorts. Okay, so again, we got the art book, the keychain, the 5 art cards, the game, the statue, the soundtrack, and all of the cases that they come with. So, of course, I got this off of Amazon. So, and if you're a fan of this series and you don't have this game, I've been watching it on YouTube. It looks great. The story is exciting from what I've seen so far. So I think I'm going to enjoy playing it myself. So, until then, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.